guys, welcome back to Ada's World. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Let me just start off by saying that I put my turtleneck on first before I started my makeup, because if I do otherwise, then it's just gonna be a mess. It's a no-go. That's a damn mission. Prime your face, ladies. I use the Milani Prime Shield Face Primer to prime my face. I use it to blur out my pores, and it also gives a mattifying look because it is a mattifying primer. A lot of people miss this step, and this step is actually very important. It also helps keep makeup from getting deep into your pores. Next, I fill my eyebrows in with the Sunny Waterproof Eye and Lip Liner in the shade Dark Brown. I basically start off by starting underneath my eyebrow and going across the entire thing so I can just fill it in from there. I like using a pencil because it's just so easy to use, but I think I'm also going to try the pomade because I've never tried it before. And also, shading in your brows, it doesn't have to be perfect because you're also going to go over it with your concealer. I use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn as my highlight color, and I just line up underneath. I start by lining up underneath my brow so I can get that arch that I'm looking for, and then I go through the rest. Make sure you take your time. Make sure you don't speed during this process because this will literally make or break your brows. With this step, I also like to bring down the concealer and blend them into my eyelids because I use the concealer as a base for my eyeshadow to give my eyeshadow a platform to stand out on. Let me also say that by no means am I a makeup artist. I'm not a professional. This is just what I do. What may work for you may not work for me. What I do may not work for you. So it's all about finding things that work for you. So if this helps somebody, then I'm glad to help. But if not, then you're just gonna have to find alternatives. I like to use the white disposable makeup sponges that come in packs of 32 from Walmart because I'm not gonna wash beauty sponges every time I try to do my makeup. I'm just too lazy for that. So I'd rather just spend the extra money to get a new one every time, like to get a new pack every time I need it. I don't even do my makeup that often, so it's cool. Then I'm gonna go in with the Morphe 25A Copper palette, and I'm also gonna start off by using a transition color, which is going to be the red over here, and I'm gonna start off by placing it on the outer corner of my eye and working my way in, also building up the color. So you might have to go in quite a few times in order to get a visible color. Next, I'm gonna go in with this brown shade right here with the hole in it because I use that color all too often. I'm gonna go in the outer corners of my eye, and then I'm gonna bring it a little towards the middle. Then I'm gonna go in with this dark brown shade right here, and I'm going to continue to intensify the darkness in the back corner of my eye. Then after this, I will be cutting my crease with my concealer, my LA Pro Girl concealer in Fawn. I'm going to cut my crease with it, and starting from the inner corner of my eye, I'm going to take the concealer and drag it over the top of my eyelid. Then with another brush, I will be using the copper color right there, and I'm gonna take it and I'm going to precisely dab it onto my lid because it's gonna stick to the concealer. So I'm gonna dab it onto my lid and fill out all of the places where I apply concealer. We're gonna go back in with the dark brown and we're going to kind of blend out the ends of our cut crease so it doesn't look as harsh, so it can kind of blend together a little bit. Now I'm going to grab my color corrector in the orange color. I don't know what the name of it is, but it is LA Pro Girl Concealer. And I will be correcting all the dark marks and scars on my face. And then after this, you see me blending out kind of sort of like some of the harsh lines that are in the eyeshadow, so it can cohesively blend together. Now I will be using my wet sponge to kind of blend out my color corrector a little bit before I apply the foundation. For my foundation, I will be using the Black Opal True Color in the shade O Chocolate. And I will just be pumping a couple, dabs on my face to blend out. After that is done, because I applied the foundation with a brush, I will go back over it with my sponge, my wet sponge, to smooth over any streaks as well as kind of dry up the foundation a little bit. Now I'm getting my spoolie to kind of blend out the front of my brows a little bit so it kind of isn't as harsh as it was when I first started. So this is kind of blending out the front so it's not as bold. And now I'm trying to I don't know, my eyebrows wasn't coming together how I needed it to, so I kind of scrunched my face up so I can see how the front is kind of looking. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, they weren't trying to cooperate as well as I needed them to, so yeah. Now it's time for my favorite part, which is highlighting. I'm going to go back in with my LA Pro Girl Concealer in my shade Fawn, and I'm going to highlight underneath my eyes on both sides, my chin, my upper lip, my nose, and my forehead. Now it's time to take your same sponge. I had to re-wet it a little bit because it got a little dry. But I'm going to blend out all of the highlight that I put on. Make sure you stay within the zone in which you highlighted. Don't stray off into any other sections because you also will be contouring. So yeah. Next, I'm going in with my True Complexion Contour Palette in the palette medium to dark, and I'll be using the contour shade, which is the darker brown. And I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to kind of like make the duck lips in order to like find the definition of your cheek or whatever. And I'm just going to go right underneath the highlight. And I'm also going to sculpt out my cheekbones as well as my chin. And I'm also going to sculpt out my forehead, my nose, underneath my lip. It's kind of like, contour kind of goes wherever highlight doesn't, if that makes any sense. So you'll see here. I will be setting my concealer with the Maybelline Shine Free Oil Control Loose Powder in the color medium, and you basically put this everywhere you highlight it. You'll also be putting it right underneath your contour, just so you can kind of define a line where your contour is going to be, just on your cheekbones. While everything is setting, I will be taking my NYX liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to do a wing liner for my cut crease. Starting from the inner corner, I'm kind of gonna like pull my eyelid a little bit, just so I can kind of get a straight line. And I'm going to start from the inner corner and drag the eyeliner out to the outside. And I'm kind of gonna, in order to get a sharp end, I kind of take the edge of my eye and make a line there, and then connect it with the line that's going across my eyelid. Then you can shade it in, and it's kind of like drawing an outline for your liner. It's easier to me, so that's just how I do it. Now onto the lashes. I start off by putting glue on both lashes first, just to give one of them more time to dry than the other. So by the time I'm done applying the glue onto the lashes, it'll kind of be a little tacky, like tacky enough for me to start applying the first one that I put glue on. A technique that I've picked up is holding the lash strip from the middle and placing it on the middle of your eyelid, and then working your way out, just so it's kind of easier in order to navigate. So I normally go from the middle and then go to the back corner and then move my way in, just so it's positioned correctly. I'm taking my spoolie to blend my lashes with the actual falsies, and then I'm gonna go in with mascara to kind of darken my lashes a little bit because my lashes had setting powder on them. So yeah. We are almost done. Now I'll be dusting off the setting powder as well as blending my contour in with the place where I highlighted. That was a mouthful. So yeah, we're basically blending everything all together. I'm about to go back in with my Black Radiance contour kit, and I'm going to use the Sculpt shade in order to go over my highlighted zone a little bit more, just so it can kind of give a more warm feeling, because it kind of looks a little ghostly right now. But it's gonna also help with the zero flashback, because this look is a no flashback look. And yeah, keep following along. Now I'm intensifying my contour a little bit, kind of dragging it down a little bit. Make sure you blend into your neck as well, just so it doesn't look like you have a mask on in pictures. Yeah, that's happened before, so make sure you get that done. I'm retouching up my brows a little bit, then I'm gonna go in with a little more mascara just to make sure everything is all good or whatever. Going back in with the dark brown to go underneath my waterline. And I'm going to go across the whole thing on both sides, as well as go back in with the red shade right on top of that. Something else I do is I make sure I apply my setting spray before I highlight. I use the Crown Pro All Day Setting Spray, and then I'm gonna go in with my Master Chrome highlighter by Maybelline New York, and I use the color Molten. It's your time to shine, as well as the end of this look. So I'm highlighting my cheekbones, as well as I'm going to highlight my nose. I'm going to highlight my cupid's bow over my lip, and I'm also going to highlight my brow bone. Now I'm going to take the same brush that I used to brush off my setting powder, and I'm going to kind of blend everything all together with the highlight. Now for my lippy, I'm going to use the same brand of the eyebrow pencil that I have, or that I used, in the shade dark brown. And I'm going to outline my lips as well as kind of shape them in a little bit. Then I'm going to go in with my NYX chocolate pencil lip liner, and I'm going to go in the rest of the way. Forgot to highlight my tear duct. Something wasn't looking right. I knew I was missing something, and I forgot to highlight my tear duct, so that's what I'm doing now. And now we have a complete look. Had to throw on my earrings, girl. I hope you guys enjoyed this holiday makeup look. Let me know if you try to recreate this look. Make sure you post pictures in the comment section. Thank you for watching. I hope that you subscribe, you like, you comment, all of that. Let me know how everything is. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Ooh, 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 ooh. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season, and thank you for watching.